here with Troye Sivan. He plays Spud in the upcoming film Spud, coming out in a couple of weeks. Thanks for talking to us.
No worries, thanks for having me.
Now, you played back in 2009 young Wolverine, and now you're coming into this with John Cleese. How does it feel to be involved with these two films?
It's amazing. I mean, they've both been very different experiences, so, and both sort of my first, like, welcomings into the acting world. So, yeah, it's been really interesting, you know, to work on, like, sort of a big budget blockbuster film, and then, you know, to work on sort of an independent film. And I'd have to say that I think you know, just because I'm sort of more attached to the film, I preferred working on Spud, actually. So, you know, it's just been amazing to sort of have the opportunity to see sort of both sides. But both times I got to work with really amazing people, so yeah, it's been good.
And just give us a quick rundown of what the movie's about.
Spud's about a boy growing up in South Africa in 1990, so it's sort of, you know, around as apartheid was ending and Nelson Mandela was about to be released, and he gets a scholarship to go to an all-boys elite boarding school. And basically there he sort of goes through things that everyone, you know, goes through, bullying and girls and crazy teachers, but it's basically just because of the crazy circumstances, it's pretty much times 100. Yeah. And so, yeah, I mean, you basically just follow this boy's story through his first year at this really, really crazy school.
And the story's based off a book of the same name, which is one of the most popular books to come out in South Africa. Did you read the book to prepare?
Yeah, I did. I got I first, you know, got the email about the audition, and then I did the audition, and then before I did my callback, I read the book and I read the script, and I was really excited about the way that they had sort of turned the book into a screenplay. So yeah, I was really excited to be a part of the project, and also I had a friend who had recently immigrated from South Africa, and so she knew of the books, and she was also really excited. She got me really pumped up, so that was cool.
That's good. And what was it like filming in South Africa?
It was amazing. I was born there. I moved here when I was 2, so it was really cool to be able to go back and see my nana, you know, my family over there. And yeah, it was amazing. I think it was my first time properly experiencing South Africa that I can really remember, because obviously I don't remember much from when I was 2. So
yeah. And obviously this was filmed a couple of years ago. You look a bit older now. You looked a lot younger in the film.
Yeah.
Looking back on the film, what was your favourite part?
What of the film itself or shooting? I really like, I don't know, I really like how just sort of matter-of-fact and honest and raw the movie came across. I think it's just sort of, you know, there's this boy and there's the stuff that he's going through, and, you know, I think also the fact that it wasn't a studio film, we didn't really have to censor anything. It was just sort of to the point. You know, that's what happens to people when they go to these schools, and, you know, he's just so normal, and I think that that's something that I really appreciate about the film now.
Now, you're homeschooled, so what was it like going to that sort of environment for a bit?
Well, yeah, I'd been homeschooling for probably about a year and a half before we shot the movie, so it was pretty strange to, like, get back into my school uniform and things like that. But yeah, and it sort of made me a bit relieved that I'm homeschooled, because I don't really want to go back.
And what was it like working with John Cleese?
It was incredible. John is a really nice man, and for me to have the opportunity to be able to watch him sort of do a role where he obviously, you know, he does his comedy, which he's so well known for, and then to also see him dabble in something a bit more dramatic where, you know, his character deals with some really, like, serious issues, I think that it was a really good opportunity for me. So
well, you did get to sit down and have a wine with him, so
yeah.
that works out
did
well.
you?
No, you did.
Oh, I did. Yeah,
in the film.
Yeah. It was really
wasn't
good.
wine though, was it?
No. Well, it was actually, he was drinking wine because the fake wine tasted disgusting. I was fine with it. I drank, like, it was like, I don't know, this fake grape juice or whatever. But he ended up getting, like, a nice Merlot by the end of the day.
You and the boys in the dorm, you were called the Crazy Eight. What was it like hanging out with those guys and getting to know them?
Well, it was really weird because we all really became very attached to our characters and everything. I mean, I still call a lot of them by their character names and not their real names. So, you know, that's just sort of an example of how life imitates art. We were really that close, and that camaraderie that I think that comes across in the movie, it was really there. So it was incredible. I still talk to them all the time, and we all keep in touch. And
yeah, it's good. Now, you got to kiss a few girls in the film.
Yeah.
Was that your first real on-screen kiss, was it?
Yeah, my first on-screen kiss, yeah.
And how did it go? Was it awkward?
No, well, it's actually not that awkward. I mean, we did 2 weeks rehearsals before we started shooting the movie, and pretty much the day that I met the girls, I had to kiss them, you know, because we were rehearsing the scene, so that was a bit awkward and weird. But then when you're actually shooting the movie, we were very, you know, I remember that particular day we were really rushing for time. Yeah. And so you basically just sort of like walk in, sit down, do the kiss, move the camera, do the kiss, move the camera. And so it's very like, it's not as romantic as I think people expect it to be.
Now, you've done some stage work as well. Which do you prefer, stage or film?
I think film, because I'm a little bit of like a perfectionist, so it's just comforting for me to be able to do it as many times as I want until I get it right. So yeah, I think that's something I really like about film.
So there's also other books of Spud. Are they looking at doing another one?
Yeah, we're hopefully shooting the second movie this year. We're pushing really hard to get it done this year, and yeah, at the moment it's looking like it might happen. So yeah.
Are they going to bring back all the original cast?
Yeah.
John Cleese was in town not long ago. Did you have a chance to catch up with him?
Yeah, we did. He gave us 2 tickets to go see his stand-up, and then the day after that, my dad and I, the whole family, sorry, we went to go meet him for lunch at an Italian restaurant. It was really cool.
Oh, that'd be nice. So other than Spud, is there anything else for you coming up?
Well, I'm focusing a lot on music at the moment. I'm also a singer, so I'm working on some original songs and things like that. And yeah, I mean, I just got back from China like 3 weeks ago. I was singing over there, and I'm also doing Year 12 this year.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, Spud 2 is hopefully also going to happen this year. So, it's pretty crazy at the moment.
Well, exciting times.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for talking to us.
No worries. Thanks for having
Appreciate
me.
it. Ta.